Hey everyone, I hope you guys can hear me and understand me. I wanted to make a quick video to update you guys. It hasn't been that long. I think it's been like 3 days since my last video. But I wanted to vlog about this because I've been so upset. As you guys can tell by my voice, I'm really sick. I had mentioned to you guys in my last video that I was getting sick, and actually this morning, today's Sunday, January 6th, I woke up and I went straight to the hospital because I was feeling shortness of breath and my chest was hurting, so that's why I have this on. I got back from the hospital like 2 hours ago and it's now 10:43. So I'm just so annoyed because I went in there at 11 o'clock in the morning and I didn't get out until, let me see, I want to say didn't get out till like 7:30, like the whole time there. They did EKG tests on me. They took blood work from me. They checked me for the flu. They did a chest x-ray because the last time I got sick that it felt like this, I got a pneumonia. So I wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case this time around. And so everything came back fine, but then after hours of being there, the doctor comes in. I saw him when I got there, and then I saw him right when I was about to leave, because obviously the doctors don't come in until, like, they barely come in. So he comes in and he tells me that everything looked great, everything looked normal, that it's just a common cold. I did let them know that I was on Clomid, and he tells me that the blood work showed that I wasn't pregnant. So obviously for a TTC woman like myself, we don't want to hear that, especially when we're going down this journey. So I tell him, like, well, I just literally ovulated 2 days ago, so whatever you're looking at is not going to show. So he goes, well, if you conceived yesterday, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm like, right. So he was like, but if you conceive anywhere from he's like, I can see it 5 to 7 days after in the blood work. It hasn't even been 5 days. So I'm like, well, it's way too early to tell, even on blood work. So that's something that I came to understand later on, like myself, that I'm like, wait, this doesn't make sense. But the way he was saying it was, he was like, you're not pregnant right now, but he's like, but I don't know anything about ovulation and Clomid and anything like that. That's not my expertise. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if it's not your expertise and you're treating a patient that is on Clomid, regardless of what they came in for, shouldn't you consult with a doctor that knows about the medication? Or shouldn't you do your homework before you come in here and you tell me like X, Y, and Z about my health? So it kind of got me annoyed. It got me annoyed that he told me that, you know, obviously I'm not pregnant, or it doesn't show that I'm pregnant. Because I'm like, well, I just ovulated, and then he tells me, yeah, well, I don't know anything about ovulation. That's something you want to speak to your OBGYN about, and this Clomid medication you're taking. And I'm like, well, obviously. But then he says, well, because you're on the Clomid, I can't give you any type of antibiotics or anything to suppress your cough, because I don't know what can happen in the next couple of days. Like, you and your spouse can probably, you know, do whatever you do, and then you can get pregnant, and then you're on the medication, and that's not good for you. So I'm literally telling a doctor, like, I just ovulated I'm not gonna ovulate again. So therefore, you know, obviously whatever we do from here, from today and on, it's not gonna change whether I'm pregnant or not. It won't change that. Like, I won't get pregnant in the next couple of days because I already ovulated. And then that's when he answered me and he said, well, I don't know much about that. So he was just so confusing. He was just like here and there, and that's why it's like the way I'm explaining it is weird, but he was just here, he was there. It was just very annoying because I just felt like as a doctor you should obviously do your homework before you go into the patient's room and say, okay, so I didn't know about it, but now I know what it's about, and it won't affect you here, it will affect you there. So then he said that he couldn't give me medication because he didn't feel comfortable, because he didn't want to ruin it for me if I did get pregnant in the next couple of days. So the only way I could justify that is I'm thinking, well, the way he would ruin it for me, like he said, is, let's say if this time around are trying, you know, to conceive did take on the Clomid this time around, then in the next couple of days it would probably develop, and then in like a week or two I would probably find out, and then I would have taken the medication by then, which I don't know how much that can affect me, because this is just unwrapping itself. Like, you know, this is way too soon to tell if it's happening or if it's not. It was literally 2 days ago. So in my mind, I just felt like I'm really sick. I'm coming in here for a reason. Like, obviously I want some type of medicine to make me feel better. I'm not pregnant from what you can see, and we don't know what the future has. So what's the problem? Anyway, I don't know what kind of medication he was thinking about putting me on, that it would just affect me to that extent, but whatever. Obviously I wouldn't want to take anything that's going to affect me in the long run. Let me just sit you guys up here real quick because my arm is tired from holding the camera, and I'm trying to sit down. Okay. Obviously I wouldn't want to take anything that's going to affect a pregnancy or a potential pregnancy, but the way he was explaining things and the way he came off was just very annoying. It wasn't like clear or anything like that, and I did say to him, like, well, I'm not pregnant right now, so I need to get some antibiotics so I can feel better, so that way, you know, if I do get pregnant, then at least I'm healthy. But you know, it was just annoying because I'm like, I guess when he first saw me, he was like, I said, I'm on Clomid. He said, oh, are you donating? And I'm like, no. I said, I have fertility issues. He said, okay, and he brushed it off. So if I'm telling you that I have fertility issues, you should be more sensitive to the topic of telling me that I'm not pregnant, and you should be more sensitive to the topic of knowing what to say. Because if I'm telling you that I just ovulated 2 days ago, you wouldn't know if I'm pregnant or if I'm gonna be pregnant or not, because it's way too soon. So I asked him, and I said, how soon could it tell? And he said, well, if it was a day or two ago, I wouldn't be able to tell, but it would typically be 5 to 7 days after it happens. And I'm like, right, well, I'm at 2 days right now. Like, that makes no sense. It made no sense at all to me. So I just felt like, okay, where's the sensitivity part of it? You're a doctor, you're talking to a patient that's sick, and a patient that's on fertility medicine. Like, are you serious? Like, you don't just be like, oh, you're not pregnant. Well, obviously I know I'm not pregnant. I don't know if I'm gonna be pregnant. But he wasn't sensitive to that topic, and that really annoyed me, and it kind of like got me so mad. And then I was mad too because I literally spent hours in that ER and they just said, oh, it's a cold that's getting, it's a cold, it's a really, really bad cold, that's it. And you just have to wait it out for the 7 days. And I'm like, okay, this is annoying. Like, you know, I went in there to feel better and I'm not feeling better. And instead I came out all mad because the doctor was so insensitive to my situation in my life. So I just wanted to share that, because if doctors ever see this who aren't sensitive to their patients' lives, how about you guys be a little bit more sensitive to it? Be more compassionate. You can't tell a TTC woman that she's not pregnant when you don't know what is gonna happen in the next few days. I mean, I get that you're showing the blood results, but it's still something that you have to be careful with when it comes to talking to women like me. None of us like to hear you're not pregnant repeatedly when that's all you've heard in the past almost 2 years, in my case anyway. So that was very annoying, guys. I thought I'd share that with you guys because I was frustrated. But, you know, now, even if there's a chance that, yeah, it's too early to tell, even in blood work, I don't want to say that I'm losing hope, but I don't feel positive. No, I don't want to say positive. I don't have a gut feeling that this time it's gonna work either. And I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm gonna hit a breaking point again if I don't end up conceiving this time around, because I feel like my patience is running out. And I don't know how much longer I can just say, okay, this time didn't happen, next time will, because it's just been so long and it's so draining and stressful and it's so much waiting that even though I know in the long run it'll be worth it, I just want it so bad to be now. So it hasn't even been the full week. It's only been 2 days since I ovulated and I'm not feeling so great. And today just made it worse. I don't know, there's something inside of me that says that this time is not going to take. And if that's the case, then I do plan to call my doctor. Sorry guys. I do plan to call my doctor and, you know, ask him like, okay, what are we doing? Because, you know, Clomid has a long-term side effect. If you take it for too long, it can give you more side effects than just hot flashes. You can get cysts. If you take it way too much, it can also, one of the side effects is also ovarian cancer. And both sides on my parents' side were high on cancer. Like, my uncle passed from cancer not that long ago. My mom's mom, my grandmother, she passed away from cancer. So honestly, it runs in my family a lot, and I'm not trying to take a medication that in the long run could kill me, or in the long run could affect me health-wise really bad. And then even if I do become a mom, what good does that make it if I'm not healthy for my child? So I do plan to call and you know, to consult with my doctor and say, okay, what are we doing, because this isn't working. Yeah, I'm ovulating, but for some reason it's not working. Like, I'm not getting pregnant even though I'm ovulating. So what do we do? Like, maybe it's not a viable ovulation. Maybe, you know, the egg that's being released, it's not a good egg. I don't know, it could be so many things. And I'm just feeling like, who knows at this point what's gonna happen. But as of today, I can't upload a happy video for you guys, and I'm sorry for that. But I figure I'd you know, upload a video that's true to myself and true to how I'm feeling. And this is just how I'm feeling today. I'm not feeling too positive, or I'm not feeling like this time around is gonna take. For some reason, I just have a gut feeling that it's not gonna work, and that I'm not gonna be pregnant this time around. And it's not me trying to be negative, because I'm trying my best to be positive. It's just, I don't know, us women have gut feelings, and I think that when we have that feeling, we're like 95% right when we have our gut feelings. So hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I just get really surprised. That would be amazing, but I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to take some time. Sorry. I wanted to take some time and just vlog how I was feeling and let you know what happened at the hospital today. So it looks like I have to ride this out, as annoying as that is, and I have to just wait until Friday to start my live pregnancy testing. So maybe we all get a nice surprise. That would be the best thing ever. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just upload this so that you guys have an update from me on how I'm feeling, and that way you guys know what happened today. So I'll either upload this tonight or tomorrow, depending, because tomorrow I'm gonna stay home from work. So I don't know if I'll edit this tonight or if I'll put it in tomorrow, but either way you guys will hear from me. And I thank you for all your support. I thank you guys for your comments. I love seeing your comments, especially those who are going through or went through what I went through. If you have any positive comments, I would love to hear them, see them, read them. But yeah, I'm sorry if this video was so sad or not happy, but I guess this is just the real life emotions of your day-to-day life, of mine anyway. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.